Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo June 20th, 2022. You're more likely to ease up on professional concerns or duties today. You can feel connected emotionally with people in your life. There is good energy for going your own way, but friends can also be very supportive. Connecting with a network can be enjoyable and reinforcing. Someone might help you achieve your goals, or point you in the right direction of growth and advancement. Advice about money or business can be valuable, or plans may come together with finances, work, or other practical matters. Don't dismiss ideas about business or life path goals that come to you seemingly out of the blue. They could be golden. Love is very much connected with your career or working life. Perhaps you both work together, or your lover is associated with what you do for a living. The current celestial aspect indicates that you both need some time out from the limelight to be alone together. Get away from the rat race and enjoy each other's company. Let your freak flag fly at work today. Now that the moon is in funky Aquarius, you should focus on working with your unique aspiration, unconventional innovation, and individualistic communities. Honor the lunation by following your professional dreams, no matter how weird or odd they may be. By doing so, you can tap into your atypical skills that you may not be able to use otherwise. The more you follow your heart and your passions, the more people who support you will be by your side to help facilitate your success. Today you may feel that others don't understand a lot of the basics of responsibility and initiative. While some take it upon themselves to do what they weren't even asked to do, others will only do exactly what they are told. If you feel that these poor habits have a negative effect on efficiency and production, do not hesitate to say something about it. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. Shopping only holds minor interest for you on some days, but then there are days like today. You might want to spend more than you should on that date you've been waiting to score. Just make sure it will be worth it. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. You could be in the mood to get 1,000 things done, but you probably won't have time to finish that many tasks, so set some realistic goals. You'll feel good if you make a to-do list. Perhaps some of the larger projects can be finished over the next few weeks, not just today. It'll be a positive exercise to focus on your goals. You may find yourself in the mood to spend some time with a special friend, if possible, today. The essence of a vibration can enhance your desire to connect with someone of like mind. Even if this happens professionally, you will find that conversations that go beyond a superficial level bring excellent results. In your private time, consider making plans to get together or speak with someone you feel really comfortable with, and whose company you enjoy. This is an opportune time to resolve any conflicts as well. At the same time that the Sun is spending his last weekend in your communication sector, Mercury is not only spending his first but of what is a do-over visit for the planet of communication. Having retrograded back out last month, Mercury is back in and direct motion is ready to start over again, this time having had a chance to give the past and unsaid words a voice. With Venus returning next week to give your heart and your relationships a voice, communication has never been more important nor this well supported. As the Sun spends his last and Mercury, the planet of communication, his first in your communication sector, it is all about communication. For Mercury this is a do-over, having retrograded back out last month but now back to ensure there is continuity once the Sun leaves. All this is in preparation for Venus, the planet of love's return next week and her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. Our eyes in the sky. The airy Aquarius moon is your offbeat emotional guide for the day, urging you to forget about what other people think about you and just be your true, authentic self. This is easier said than done, but you really should have an easier go of it with this authentic, unique, and yes, tad bit rebellious lunar energy backing you up. Some great things to do now are making new friendships with interesting people you wouldn't normally include in your friend group and breaking free from stale, old life routines that no longer meet your needs. Later in the day, a Moon-Mars sextile helps you attract playmates, possibly, but not necessarily, in the sexual sense, who match your strong independent spirit and desire to experiment and think outside the box. You can form a strong partnership with this person, but having fun in the moment doesn't mean it will last forever. The desire for intimacy is strong, but satisfaction isn't always guaranteed. Don't worry about relationships ending or falling apart. As long as you make the effort to get along with others, you can easily remedy any tense situations. Mercury is still in its retrograde shadow, which means that you'll have time to make amends and clear up any misunderstandings. Knowing this removes the pressure that you could be feeling. If you're aware of how to act, then you can certainly temper yourself to act in a more appropriate manner in your relationships. Before noon, the Aquarius moon trines the Gemini sun. Under this easygoing aspect, we attract the proper alliances, moving through the day feeling calm and confident. Stressors roll off our backs, and conflict fails to provoke us. We also remain relaxed and open-minded in our engagements. With both luminaries currently in social air signs, we are particularly oriented to sharing what is on our minds. However, we are not especially self-centered, which makes us receptive to different points of view. Following this aspect's perfection, the moon begins its void of course, lasting until the late afternoon. At this time, we should avoid starting new projects, thinking of ourselves in the information gathering stage instead. Mid-afternoon, Venus in Taurus squares off with Saturn in Aquarius, provoking relational tension. This transit can create difficulties in our intimate affairs, but it can also be a productive influence if used correctly. Primarily, this square enlightens us about the fact that something is not working as smoothly as it could be within our unions. Latent factors are prompting feelings of distance, detachment, or irritation within our partnerships. This is normal. When people with individual baggage seek to align their needs, some adjustment is required. Especially once we get past the honeymoon phase, we can neglect to put in the work to meet someone where they are. Instead, we wind up meeting them where they were, even though we are in the present. Try to have patience with loved ones now. Putting in some extra effort could be all that is required to get back on track.